Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Nina.
And I'm Matt. Today we are looking at part 2 of our article called Small Change, Big Facts, The Secret Life of Coins.
Coins. I find coins really annoying, don't you?
Yes, sometimes. I find it annoying when I'm traveling and I'm not used to using a certain kind of money.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how to get rid of the coin. But here in Taiwan, I'm used to it, so I'm pretty good at getting rid of my change and spending it.
But it's just so heavy, and then, it piles up, and then you don't know exactly how much you have, and you have to take a lot of time to count it,
Well, I always like to just get rid of it quickly. So I often count it. I pretty much always have less than 100 Taiwan dollars in coins in my pocket.
Yeah, but then it's also quite often very dirty too. I don't know if most people prefer using digital money nowadays.
Yeah, well, I think it's becoming more and more popular here in Taiwan for people to start using these digital payment systems to pay for things.
Yes.
But I really prefer cash. I like to know I like to know how much money I have, and then
your phone can tell
I know how quickly I'm spending it. I feel like when I'm using a credit card or a digital payment system, it doesn't feel like I'm spending, so I don't feel like I'm overspending.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think I can understand that, but I also really enjoyed the convenience of paying for things with just a card or your yo-yo card, right, or credit card, or even your phone now. You can use Line Pay. It's definitely very convenient.
All right, well, it seems like that might be where the future is going, but we still have coins for now, so we're going to learn some more about the secret life of coins.
Sounds good.
Coins aren't only used for buying things. Since ancient Roman times, they have also helped people make decisions. This became more common after 44 BCE, when Julius Caesar had his portrait placed on coins. Superstitious Romans believed that if he agreed with something, a flipped coin would land heads up. Interestingly, scientists have discovered that flipping a coin isn't actually a perfect 50-50 split. The side facing up when you start the flip has a small tendency to land face up again, about 51% of the time. Modern coins have become surprisingly creative. Niue, a small island nation, produces coins containing real meteorite pieces that fell to Earth from space.
Okay, now we are at day 2 of Small Change, Big Facts, The Secret Life of Coins. Okay, let's learn more about them.
All right. Coins aren't only used for buying things. Since ancient Roman times, they have also helped people make decisions.
Oh, is it when people flip a coin?
That's right, we have a coin toss. So
right. Okay, this became more common after 44 BCE, when Julius Caesar had his portrait placed on coins. Superstitious Romans believed that if he agreed with something, a flipped coin would land heads up. Okay, so superstitious is an adjective. It means believing that certain things bring good or bad luck. So you can say that you are superstitious, about walking under a ladder, for example. Some people say it's bad luck. For example, some people are superstitious about the number 13 or the number 6. It's supposed to be bad luck, right?
Number 4 as well, I think.
Taiwan, yes.
All right, let's go to Hanny.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要继续来看关于铜板的有趣事实。课文提到，从古罗马时代，人们就用硬币来帮助做决定。在西元前44年之后，这种做法就更加普遍了。当时凯撒大帝下令将自己的肖像铸在硬币上。迷信的罗马人相信，如果凯撒认同某件事，掷出的硬币落地时就会人头朝上。好，那么 superstitious 就是形容迷信的。Flip 这个动词，它表示迅速翻动或者是使轻抛翻转的意思。好，那这边有一个重点是 have 加上受词加上过去分词 PP， 表示请别人做什么什么。 have 在这里是当实义动词，表达叫或是命令。那么受词跟后面的动作如果是被动关系，那动词就要用过去分词 PP 来表示。例如 Mark had his car washed this morning. Mark 今天早上请人洗车。好，那就好课文中。
All right, thank you, Hanny. So we're talking about tossing a coin to decide something, and this is something that is used often today for sports games, like in soccer or football. They will toss a coin at the beginning of a match for a team to decide which side they start on or who starts with the ball. So continuing with the article, interestingly, scientists have discovered that flipping a coin isn't actually a perfect 50-50 split.
Interesting. Okay, let's learn more. The side facing up when you start the flip has a small tendency to land face up again. About 51% of the time. Okay, so I mean 51%, 49%.
Well, that's a little bit of an advantage. I think I'm going to use that and be aware of that.
Okay,
next
when you
time,
flip your coin.
When I'm flipping a coin, or when I play football, sometimes I have to say which side of the coin I want, and now I will always choose whichever side is already up.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so they have a tendency to land on that side. A tendency is a natural inclination or a natural likelihood to do something. So when we talk about a coin having a tendency to land on that side, we mean it is somewhat more likely to land on that side. So example sentence, children have a tendency to learn languages quickly. So that means that not every child will find it easy, but they are more likely to find it easy.
Yes.
All right, getting back to the article, modern coins have become surprisingly creative. Niue, a small island nation, produces coins containing real meteorite pieces that fell to Earth from space.
Whoa, that is so cool.
Yeah, that makes it pretty special if you give it space coins.
Yeah. I wonder how much they're actually worth, though, if they're just making it into coins. All right, let's go to Hanny and then learn more.
有趣的是，科学家发现掷硬币的几率并非50%对50，朝上的那一面落地之后，它的几率会稍微偏向再次朝上，大约是51%。好，单字 tendency 这个名词就表示倾向、趋势。Have a tendency to 加上原形动词，是指有做什么什么的倾向，有什么样的特性。Matt 老师在解释单字时有提到 inclination 这个名词可以表达倾向、爱好，还有提到 likelihood 这个名词表示可能或者是可能性。这话课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. So we learned about more different kinds of coins, right?
Yeah, so coins are getting more creative now. They're not just for spending also because we use them for tossing coins. And some of them even have pieces of meteorites in them. So if you can toss it high enough, you can send it back into space.
Okay, sure.
All right, well, let's go to the second part of our article, and we will be right back.
Canada's glow-in-the-dark dinosaur coins reveal glowing skeletons in darkness, which makes them popular with collectors. Perhaps the most unusual are Palau's scented coins, which smell like coconuts or the ocean. Despite their amazing stories, the future of coins remains uncertain. Rising metal costs mean that producing some coins now costs more than their face value. Canada stopped producing pennies in 2012 for this reason. With digital payment platforms becoming more popular, coin production is slowing in many countries, though some nations are passing laws to protect consumers' right to use physical cash.
All right, welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about how some coins today are becoming more and more creative, like even putting things like a piece of a meteorite in the coin.
Yes, so let's learn a little bit more about these different coins. Canada's glow-in-the-dark dinosaur coins reveal glowing skeletons in darkness, which makes them popular with collectors. That is very, very cool. All right, so reveal means to show something that was hidden. So when it's dark, you can see these pictures that were hidden, right? For example, the police revealed how the accident really happened. Okay.
Yeah, so I've seen some pictures of these coins, and so it has a picture of the dinosaur on the coin with its full body, the dinosaur's full body with skin and everything. And then when you put it, put it in the dark, it just glows the skeleton of the dinosaur because there is a place in Canada where there were lots of dinosaur bones found.
That is very, very cool.
All right, continuing with the article, perhaps the most unusual are Palau's scented coins, which smell like coconuts or the ocean.
That is very interesting.
It is interesting. I'm curious how long the scent lasts.
Exactly.
Like, because I know when I was a kid, I used to get like scented stickers, and you scratch and sniff stickers, and then but the smell would eventually go away. It didn't last forever. So I'm wondering if these coins will always smell like coconuts or like the ocean.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's go to Palau. All right, let's go to Hanny and we'll learn more after.
课文提到加拿大有夜光恐龙硬币，在黑暗中会浮现出发光的骨骼轮廓，深受收藏家的青睐。好，那么帛琉则是有香氛硬币，它会散发出椰子或是海洋的气息。单字 reveal 这个动词表示显示、展现或是揭露、透露。Scented 可以形容是有香味的。我们也补充一下 ，scent 是名词，表示气味、香味。Matt 老师这时候还有提到 sniff。它当动词就有嗅或是闻的意思。这句话课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. Now let's jump back into the article. Despite their amazing stories, the future of coins remains uncertain. Okay, especially also because of what I mentioned, digital money is becoming more and more popular, right?
That's right. Getting back to the article, rising metal costs mean that producing some coins now costs more than their face value. Canada stopped producing pennies in 2012 for this reason. And yes, that is true. Canada no longer has pennies, so when you pay for something in cash, it's always rounded to the nearest 5 cents.
Oh, that is actually so interesting.
Well, it does reduce the amount of heavy change you have in your pockets because you no longer have pennies.
All right. With digital payment platforms becoming more popular, coin production is slowing in many countries, though some nations are passing laws to protect consumers' rights to use physical cash. That is also very important because not everyone is willing to keep their money digitally, right? Some people like having physical cash, and it's unfair to deny people's use of it, I think.
That's right. Some people aren't very tech savvy. Some older people might not know how to use this new kind of cash. And so they would prefer to use physical cash, and they should be allowed to.
Exactly.
All right, so they don't want to use digital cash. Digital is an adjective, and it means when information is stored in data. So it's stored in computers and in technology. So this money isn't money that you have in your hands. It's money that is in your bank, but it's not actually in your bank. It's actually just there in the data or in the information that is in the computers.
Which can be a bit scary, actually.
Yes, it can. All right, so we have an example sentence. There are now many digital tools for making art.
Yes, that's true. All right, and we have another word, consumer, is a person who buys or uses products. Okay, for example, consumers expect high quality products when they pay more.
All right, we have another word here, which is physical, and physical is also an adjective. So we talked about digital money, and we're also talking about physical money. Physical means something that is present here in front of you that you can touch and feel, and that makes it a physical object. So physical money is the money that you can touch, that you can have in your pocket right now.
Yes.
So an example sentence, Sebastian prefers reading physical books to ebooks. So again, ebooks are a digital technology, so they are not an actual book, whereas a physical book means a real book you can hold in your hands.
Turn the pages.
All right, let's go to Hanny.
课文最后提到，随着数位支付平台日益普及，许多国家的硬币产量持续下滑。不过呢，部分国家已经开始立法来保障消费者使用实体现金的权利。那这对那些不太擅长使用科技产品的人来说是好事。Matt 老师这时候有用到 tech savvy， 它可以形容是通晓科技的，善于使用新科技产品的。其中的 savvy 它就是形容精明的、通晓的，或者是熟悉某种知识或技能的。好，那么课文单字 digital 它可以形容数位的 ，consumer 名词表示消费者、顾客。Physical 形容实体的或者是身体的。好，那这边有一个重点是，句型 with 加受词加受词补语是用来表示附带状况或原因。受词补语它可以用形容词或者是 VING 或 PP。我们造两个例句。It's bad manners to talk with your mouth full. 满嘴食物还说话是不礼貌的。这边我们看到受词补语就是用形容词 full。第二个例句 ，He felt nervous with so many people watching him。有这么多人看着他，他感到很紧张。那么受词补语则是用到现在分词 watching。那我们继续回到课文中。
Okay, we have a what do you think question. So, Nina, do you think physical money will disappear completely in the future?
I think that it's quite possible for some countries who don't have the law that's protecting the use of physical money. So I think there are some countries who are passing laws that they want this to be the only method of paying for things.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
it's like in the process. So yeah, but I think there are some countries where they do want to keep the physical money, right? So I think it's important to at least let people have the option to use whatever they want to use.
Yeah, I feel like there will always be physical money, but maybe less of it because there's going to be more people that are using digital payments, so there's not a need to make as much of the physical money, but it still needs to be there because some people don't like using technology.
But then again, there are a lot of places who are limiting the use of physical money where they only accept digital money. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, well, I hope money stays around. I hope to use cash wherever I can.
Yes, me
but
too.
Maybe someday I won't be able to. All right, well, let's review this article again, and we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Coins aren't only used for buying things. Since ancient Roman times, they have also helped people make decisions. This became more common after 44 BCE, when Julius Caesar had his portrait placed on coins. Superstitious Romans believed that if he agreed with something, a flipped coin would land heads up. Interestingly, scientists have discovered that flipping a coin isn't actually a perfect 50-50 split. The side facing up when you start the flip has a small tendency to land face up again, about 51% of the time. Modern coins have become surprisingly creative. Niue, a small island nation, produces coins containing real meteorite pieces that fell to Earth from space. Canada's glow-in-the-dark dinosaur coins reveal glowing skeletons in darkness, which makes them popular with collectors. Perhaps the most unusual are Palau's scented coins, which smell like coconuts or the ocean. Despite their amazing stories, the future of coins remains uncertain. Rising metal costs mean that producing some coins now costs more than their face value. Canada stopped producing pennies in 2012 for this reason. With digital payment platforms becoming more popular, coin production is slowing in many countries, though some nations are passing laws to protect consumers' right to use physical cash.
最后，我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 tendency 名词，表示倾向、趋势 ；reveal 动词，表示显示、展现或是揭露、透露 ；digital 是形容数位的。再看到 consumer 这个名词，表示消费者或者是顾客 Physical 则是形容实体的、身体的。文法的部分，第一个学到 have 加上受词加 PP 是表达请别人做某事。第二个学到句型 with 加受词加受词补语是用来表示附带状况或者是原因。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I'm ready to smash this round.
Today we're going to sort out the difference between thin and skinny.
But before we dive in, let's go over how the game works.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose between thin and skinny.
So join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, first up. She is quite blank with a lean figure and long legs. Which one fits?
I'd go with thin.
You got it. Thin is a neutral word for a slim body type. Next one. He looks weak and blank after skipping meals for weeks. Which one fits?
That has to be skinny.
You're right. Skinny suggests being too thin and often comes across as critical.
Yay, I made it through another round.
All right, time for a breakdown.
First, thin is an adjective that describes a slender body shape with little body fat. For example, the model is thin with a small waist and balanced proportions.
It's a descriptive term that focuses on appearance without passing judgment.
Now, skinny is also an adjective, but it suggests an extreme level of thinness. For example, she's often told she's too skinny and needs to eat more.
Because of that, skinny can carry a negative tone and may imply that someone is underweight or unhealthy. A simple way to remember thin is neutral, while skinny often sounds judgmental.
Exactly. It's pretty straightforward once you see the difference.
And yes, you can use both in the same sentence. He exercises to stay thin, but he avoids strict diets because he doesn't want to look skinny.
So understanding the nuance between thin and skinny helps you describe someone accurately and respectfully.
Right. Now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep exploring.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.